York City. You're watching the CW11 Morning News.
You don't have to be the top dog to be a leader in your workplace, but your ability to stand out in a crowd could save your job. Joining us to explain how you can boost your leadership credibility is Yaverbaum, author of the Everything Leadership book. Welcome, Eric.
Oh, thanks for having me again.
Can you learn to lead if you're not a natural-born leader?
Absolutely. Leadership is something that can be learned. There's countless examples of great leaders who are not naturally born leaders. They'll all tell you that. If you are a student of great leadership and you have the rare experience to be around great leaders and you learn from them, you can do it too.
So emulate. That's always good advice. All right, well, if you're going to lead, you have to have people follow. And how do you get people to rally to your cause?
Well, what's most important in leadership is that you really inspire people.
Right.
And to inspire people, you have to have the ability to look at life through their lens. What gets them excited? And it's not all about being a leader is not being a boss. Because you sign a paycheck doesn't mean mean that you're a leader.
Right.
Being a leader is so much more important than being a boss.
Let's talk about goals. We were talking earlier. How do you set the right types of goals?
Well, what everybody should do every year is sit down and say, what do I want to accomplish this year? And it's very realistic to say, I can accomplish 8 to 10 goals in this year. Put them on a piece of paper and come up with 3 supporting tactics that can achieve those goals, that if you do all 3, you know you'll be able to do that. If you accomplishing goals, achieving goals, it doesn't happen by accident. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean that you will. You really need to put that on a piece of paper, and you need to have tangible tactics to do in order to accomplish them.
All right, well, things don't always work out as planned. Change, conflict, how do you deal with those two?
Conflict is not only is it a necessary part of the workplace, it is something that you should gravitate to. Intellectual friction is great in organizations. Intellectual friction gets you better results, makes you better decisions. And when you see conflict in an organization, you should gravitate to it. No gray zone in between when you recognize the conflict and when you resolve the conflict, and know that it's good.
All right, what's the worst thing most leaders do?
They don't lead by example. You cannot ask people to do something that you don't do. If you're not willing to roll up your sleeves, don't ask the people who work for you to roll up their sleeves.
Fair enough. All right, thank you so much, Eric. We appreciate it. Everything Leadership, it's in stores right now. For more information, just check out our website, cw11.com/morning news. Stay with us, folks. Still ahead on the CW11 Morning News. The MTA may be bringing back a stylish form of transportation.